Guys, all of you get my voice on screen? To check it, guys, all of you get my voice on screen? Right. So yesterday just given information related to what exactly hibernate. So from yesterday's session, we understood hibernate is a ORM tool. It is not a technology. It is not a framework, and it is not any programming language. Just it is a ORM tool, object relational mapping tool. So this ORM tool can be used to simplify database operations in enterprise applications. This is the purpose of which one they know ORM tools. We can understand it. So next one is which one? Then after that, after completion of this, right, sir. Content, post content. All right, sir. Next one is, so we are going to discuss about basic introductory part for this Hibernate. So in which location we are going to use a Hibernate in our enterprise applications? Definitely, we are going to use this Hibernate or maybe some other frameworks. All of them are used to prepare enterprise applications. First, we have to understand what is an enterprise application. Then after that, what exactly the enterprise application layers, in which layer we are going to use this Hibernate. These points here we are going to understand. Right, sir. Now, first of all, now understand it. Now, tell me what is the meaning of this enterprise actually? Right, sir. Enterprise. What is the meaning of an enterprise? Kerno? It is a business organization. Maybe a business organization. This is an enterprise. Enterprise is which one they know is a business organization. I'm asking one question to you. For example, roadside pachari shop is available. Pachari shop, roadside small shop. Durga Software Solutions, Tata Group of organizations. Three levels of organizations I'm telling you. Just like it's a roadside one bookshop, vegetable market, vegetable shop. Durga Software Solutions secondary. Third one is which one? Tata Group of organizations. Out of these, what is an enterprise? Right, sir. What is an enterprise? Try to give message. Right, sir. Now, the thing is which one? Tata Group of organizations is treated as which one? An enterprise. Why not roadside bookshop and why not Durga Software Solutions? The point is which one? Collaboration of organizations or else a group of organizations running under a single label is called as which one? An enterprise. Enterprise. Understand my point here? Collaboration of organizations or a group of small domains or small organizations running under a particular label. So it's called as which one? You know, an enterprise. This is another point here we have to understand. Let's say for example, Tata Group of organizations, if we observe there, they're having multiple verticals, multiple domains, multiple platforms. So we know already Tata Salt is available in outside, Tata Steel is available, Tata Motors is available, Tata Communication is available. The next one is which one? Then apart from that, consultancy services, software side, Tata is available. Then after that, what next one? Like this, Tata Insurance is available. Like this, in all n number of domains, Tata Group of organizations are having their hand. So by that we can conclude that the Tata Group of organizations is which one? Is an enterprise in general. Just a simple definition here. We are able to specify. So this is the meaning of which one? No, enterprise care. Observe this. After completion of this enterprise care, what exactly the meaning of an enterprise application? What's the meaning of an enterprise application? Very clear. So it is a software application. Enterprise application is a software application. It can be used to simplify enterprises business processing. Ashame point. Enterprise application is a software application. It can be used to simplify that enterprises business processing. So business processing, to simplify their business processing, only the software applications are required. That software applications are called as which one? No? Enterprise applications. Good, sir. Up to now we understood what is an enterprise and what exactly the meaning of which one? No? Enterprise application. Clear. But how it is possible to prepare enterprise application? So myself is a Java developer. Myself is a developer. Maybe technology, maybe anything, leave it. Myself is an application developer. I want to prepare an enterprise application. How I am going to prepare this enterprise application? How it is possible to prepare enterprise application? To prepare an enterprise application, what I have to provide? To prepare an enterprise application, what exactly the things I have to provide? These things here we have to finalize. If you want to prepare enterprise application, mainly we have to provide three layers. We need to prepare three layers if you want to prepare an enterprise application. What are the three layers here we need to provide there as part of this enterprise application? First one, presentation layer. Next one, after that, business processing layer. Next one, then after that, data layer, or maybe some other terminology is available. Data storage and access layer. Number of different names are available. Or we can understand persistence layer. Right, sir. Data storage and layer, data storage and access layer, and first one is which one there? Data layer, we can understand. Different names are available for this third one. So first one is which one? Then a presentation layer, or maybe user interface layer. Okay, fine. And second one is which one? Business processing layer or business layer. Next one is which one? Then after that, data storage and access layer or data layer or maybe persistence layer. These many terminologies are available. These many things here we have to prepare if you want to prepare an enterprise application. Majorly, outline information, these three layers here we have to prepare, being the Java developer, being an application developer, to prepare an enterprise application. Good, sir. But understand some few points about which one? Presentation layer, all the remaining points. If you observe this presentation layer, what exactly the purpose of this presentation layer? Understand it? What is the need of this presentation layer? I'll give some points for it. If you observe this complete enterprise application, user will interact with our enterprise application through which layer? No? Through which layer? For example, just think a minute about it. I want to open my Facebook account. So as a first step, what I have to do? I need to get that login page or not? www.facebook.com. Immediately we are getting which one? Login page. Then what is that login page actually? Is a part of the presentation part or not? Login page or maybe index page or maybe welcome page or whatever it may be, directly we are getting the presentation part or not as the first one here. So finally here, what is the point I'm telling now? This presentation layer or user interface layer is providing starting point to the enterprise applications. Starting point to the enterprise application. That means starting point to the user to interact with the enterprise application. It will provide a starting point, an entry point for the user in order to interact with our enterprise applications. So this must be very much attractive. Why? Because user will see that exactly that layer only. If it is good, user may be attracted. User may interact with which one? That particular application there. This is one thing. Second one, another one is which one? This presentation layer is providing very good look and feel to the enterprise applications. User interface layer is providing look and feel, is improving look and feel for our applications. Look and feel in the sense, we know already, somewhat design parts, good design parts. Look and feel is required. Next one. Third one is which one? Apart from that, one question I'm asking you, try to understand it. For example, I want to create Facebook account. I want to create Facebook account. So what I have to do? Sign up option is available. Click on the sign up now. Automatically, one registration form here we are getting it or not. So in the registration form might be name or maybe some other details, address details or communication details or profession related informations. All this country details and language details. All the details here we have to provide. Finally, we have to click on submit button. Clear. Account details will be sent to the server side. Server side application will store the details. Finally, your account will be confirmed. And finally, username and password is available. Directly will open your account there where we can go for your view. That's okay, fine. My question is very clear. If registration form is not available, where we are going to provide our data? Where we are going to specify your registration details? If user interface layer is not available, where we are going to provide your registration data, now tell me. Right, sir. If we come for this particular point, answer is very clear. No, no option to specify this much of user data. So we require a form or not? To carry the data from user to our application, we need a form or not? That means user interface layer is required. User interface layer is required to carry the data from which one to which one? No, our user to the respective enterprise application. So what I am telling there, it will provide, that means presentation layer is providing very good environment to get the data from users in order to submit it to which one they know, enterprise application. To carry data from users to the enterprise application, we need which one they know, this presentation layer. This is another advantage of which one they know, presentation layer. We can understand it now. Right, sir. Next one more point. To get data from user interface, to get data from users, we need which one? Presentation layer. That's okay, fine. All of you listen my next point. For example, I want to open one website. In that website, I want to just enter inside the website. So where registration process is available, then after that authentication process is available. Just I open registration form. In the registration form, there is a field. Which field is available? Let's say for example, user age field is existed. In the registration form, user age field is existed. All of you up to this one. In the user age field, I want to enter which one, just 25 is a yes I want to enter, for example. Only 25 is a user age I want to enter there. But unfortunately, I entered 25. Unfortunately, one zero is also be entered. But I did not recognize it. My last finger is touching on zero. But I did not aware about it. Finally, what is the age value there? 250 is the age value was provided. But my intention of providing age is which one? 25. 250 is the age value here we are getting. Understand it here, what I'm telling you. So, whenever we provided 250 or 300 or 500 like this says now, our application will not accept it. Respective website will not accept it. Immediately, same registration form will be open. In that registration form, along with the fields, a red color message will be displayed. What is that message here now? Invalid user age. Please enter the user age value from which one to which one they know, from 18 years to 25 years or 18 years to 30 years. Like there's some limitation is available for user age. Some range values are available for user age. Immediately, some error message is displayed on the registration form or not. Everybody, understand my point, So here what happened overall? When we enter some data, internal our program is taking our data. Our program is checking our data is valid or not. If the data is invalid, providing the error message on the same registration form. If data is valid, no problem, sending the data to our application directly. So here we are checking data validity or not. So the process of checking whether data is valid or not before using our data in our application logic, the total process is called as which one? Data validations. The total process is called as which one? There no data validations. Please recognize my point here. Data validations. What is the meaning of data validations? No, the process of checking whether data is valid or not before using the data in our applications. So that is called as which one? Data validations. Clear, sir? Now tell me, how many types of data validations are available? Two types of data validations. What are the two types of data validations? No, server side data validations, client side data validations. Two types of data validations. First one is which one? Server side data validations. Second one is which one? Client side data validations. If the data validity is checked at server mission, see, first of all, we have client. I provided some data. I entered submit button. Data will be transferred to which one? Then on server mission. At server mission, data validity is checking. If data is valid, it's okay. It will be used in our application development, application execution. If data is invalid, from server mission itself, some error message will come to the client. Client is able to display that error message. So the data validity checking is going in at which mission? Can know server mission or at a client mission? Server mission only. So that's why this is called as which one? Server side data validations. Good, sir. What about this client side data validation? All of listen carefully. Browser is open. www dot or something else abc.com we are getting. Registration form is available. In the registration form, I enter the data. User age data I entered. 250 I entered here. I clicked on submit button. Listen carefully. When I click on submit button, browser has to send the data to the server or not? When I click on submit button, browser has to send request data to the server. Along with that request data will be submitted to the server. Listen, all of you know. Good. The moment when I click on button, before submitting data to the server, there is a state now. After clicking on submit button, before sending data to the server, there is a state now. Exactly at that particular state, browser may check our data validity. Browser may check our data validity, whether this data is valid or not. Understand my point here? If the data is valid, then only the data will be submitted to which one? No, server mission. If data is invalid, data will not be submitted to which one? No, server mission here. So this type of thing is called as which one? They know client side data validation. This type of data validation is called as which one? No, client side data validation. So the process of checking whether data is valid or not at the client browser itself, not even at server mission, not after submitting request data to the server. Before submitting data to the server, if data is checking valid or invalid, then this type of checking is called as which one? Client side data validations. Please recognize it. If we want to perform client side data validations, we need JavaScript functions. We need which content can know? JavaScript functions we require. If we want to check whether data is valid or not, we need JavaScript functions. Good, sir. If we want to execute JavaScript functions now, where we are going to execute these JavaScript functions, can you tell me now? We need to define these JavaScript functions in our JSP pages, in our HTML pages or not. The JavaScript functions we are going to keep inside our HTML pages and JSP pages or not. So that HTML pages and JSP pages which are used to prepare presentation layer only. So finally the content is which one? To perform, which one can know? To perform client side data validations. To perform client side data validations, we need presentation layer. Why? Because to perform client side data validations, we need to execute JavaScript functions. If you want to execute JavaScript functions there, we need a presentation layer. So for the sake of this, again, we require which one? There no presentation layer directly. Tell me, sir. Few points are given there regarding these validations. No. First of all, tell me what is the meaning of data validations? What exactly the meaning of data validations here? Now tell me, no. What is the meaning of data validation here? No. The process of checking whether data is valid or not before using the data in our application execution is called as which one? No, data validations. How many types of data validations are available? Two types of data validations. What are the two types of data validations there? No. First one is client side data validations and second one is which one? Server side data validations here. What is the meaning of server side data validation? If you are checking the data whether it is valid or not at server mission, not at client, then it is called as which one? Server side data validations. To perform server side data validations, in general, we are going to use Java code. Simple Java logic we are going to provide to perform the server-side data validations. But what is the meaning of client-side data validation? No, the process of checking whether data is valid or not before submitting data to the server, after submitting the data by the user at client browser, then it is called as which one? Client-side data validations. To perform client-side data validations, which functions we require there? JavaScript functions we require here. So by the execution of the JavaScript functions only, client-side data validations will be performed directly. It's okay, sir. Good. Then after that, after completion of this client-side data validations, no. Good. To prepare these client-side data validations, we need JavaScript functions. The JavaScript functions here we are going to provide in the presentation layer only. So presentation layer is required to perform this client-side data validations. Good, sir. Next one. All of you, listen carefully. If we want to prepare client-server applications, if you want to prepare, network is required or not? Network is required or not? Network in the sense protocol is required or not? Which protocol we are going to use? In general, which protocol we are able to use? HTTP protocol we are going to use. Hypertext. HTTP. I'm asking there. I'm not asking HTML. Uh, Hypertext transfer protocol. Good. Right, sir. HTML and HTTP. Difference you need to identify it. Right, sir. Hypertext transfer protocol. HTTP protocol we are going to use. Listen, all of you. To send a request from client to the server, HTTP protocol has provided 7 types of requests. To send a request from client to the server, HTTP protocol has given 7 types of requests. Not like single, no. 7 types of requests. They are nothing but big 7 HTTP methods. Get, post, put, options, delete, trace, and what next one here now? Like trace, put, it's okay, fine, and options I provided here. 7 types of requests now. Get, post, head, options, trace, delete, and what next one? Put. 7 types of requests are provided by which one? HTTP protocol. Out of the 7 types of requests now, what is the default request type? Get request type is a default request type now. By default, get request will come from client to the server. But my requirement is which one? I want to send a post request, not get request. I want to send options request. I want to send trace request. I want to send delete request. I want to send some XYZ request, not get request, default request. So if you want to send a particular request from client to the server, we need to take one user form. Form tag we have to use in HTML. In form tag, method is equal to method attribute we have to use. In method is equal to, we have to specify post, head, or put, or might be whatever may be the request type here. So what is the meaning of it? If you want to specify a particular request type, if you want to send a particular request type from client to the server, one HTML form is required minimum. So that HTML form we are going to prepare under presentation part or not? That HTML code or HTML form we are going to use under presentation part or not? So because of this reason also, because of this particular reason also, we need to use which one they know? Presentation layer. To send request types, to send requests from client to server, from client to send request from client to server, we need which one can know? That HTTP methods, where different HTTP methods are available. All these HTTP methods we are going to be provided with which one? No, presentation part clearly. That's it. These are the various points here we record clearly. No, understand one more point here. Okay, in enterprise application development, what are the reasons why we are preparing presentation layer? In the sense, these 5 reasons we are providing. First one is which one? It is a starting point for our users to enter into application. Second one is which one? It will improve look and feel for our application. Third one is which one? It can be used to get data from the users to submit the data to the server-side application. Next one is to perform this client-side data validations, JavaScript functions we require. We are going to define the JavaScript functions at our forms only. So presentation layer is required. To send a different types of requests from client to the server, we need to have that presentation layer. Good. But to prepare this presentation layer in enterprise applications, we need a separate logic. A separate logic is required. That separate logic is called as which one can know? Presentation logic. We need a separate logic to prepare this presentation layer. That logic is called as which one? Presentation logic. To prepare this presentation logic, number of technologies are available in outside. Number of UI technologies are available in outside here. At basic level, AWT, Swing, Java related, Java based. Next one is scripting languages based, or which one they know? HTML. Maybe it's somewhat JSP, Java server pages we are able to use, and a free marker we are able to use there. Next one is which one? Velocity we are able to use, like this. A number of things can know. Might be jQuery or maybe Angular JS or might be different things here. All the things are going to be utilized to prepare which one? No? Presentation layer. To prepare this presentation layer, these many technologies here we are going to use directly. This is what exactly the purpose of which one? No? Presentation layer clearly. Again, I'm asking one question to you. Now tell me, have I used any JDBC here? Have I used any Hibernate here? So it was very clear that JDBC is not for presentation. Hibernate is not for presentation. JPA is not for presentation. See why I'm discussing about all these points here, this enterprise application layer, why I'm discussing about this enterprise application architecture. My intention is I want to specify at which layer I'm going to use my Hibernate. At which layer I need to use which one they know, some JDBC. To specify this particular point only, we are discussing about all these points here. As part of this particular target, we completed which one can know? Presentation layer directly. Good sir. This is one point. Next, coming to the next one, answer my point, presentation layer is nothing but UI layer, exactly. UI layer and presentation layer both are same, nothing is different. Might be small difference are available, but not major. But maximum presentation layer or UI layer or pages might be whatever it may be. All the things are same. Right. Sir. Now coming to the next one. So what about this next one? You can identify this no business processing layer. Business processing layer. Only one statement, sir. Only one statement. It is a heart in enterprise applications. This is a heart. This layer is a heart in enterprise applications. This is the mandatory and important layer in enterprise applications. Why? Because it will provide very good environment to define business rules and regulations. Business rules and regulations which are required by the clients. It will provide business rules and regulations which are required by the clients actually. What exactly the client's requirement is available, that client requirements are implemented in this particular layer only. Everybody understand my point? That's why this layer is which one of heart. We can understand it now. The core functionality of the enterprise application. The core functionality of the enterprise application is going to be defined under this particular layer. That is business layer directly. Everybody understand my point? Business processing layer is including implementation part for our client required business rules and regulations. Example I'm telling you, try to understand it now. Durgasoft is providing online courses registration. Online courses registration is a, you'll give some option to the user to specify their account details and some courses information. Durgasoft is going to take the data using some logic. It able to store that user data into the database and it able to perform some transaction over their data. Doing this kind of work is done by Durgasoft. This is the core functionality of the Durgasoft as part of this online registration module. Online courses registration module is available where Durgasoft has to do which one can know, get the data from student and store the necessary data, and before that get the data from student, perform the required transaction with the bank with the help of a particular bank service. After performing these bank services, no transactions are completed, then required information we have to be finalized. That required details has to be maintained in our database. This is a core functionality. That core functionality must be implemented in which layer? There no business processing layer. This is what exactly the meaning of which one? Business implementation clearly. To define these business rules and regulations, to implement business rules and regulations, we need which one? Business processing layer. This is one part. Second one is to prepare this business processing layer, we need to use a separate logic. That separate logic is called as which one? No, business logic. To prepare this business processing layer, we will use a separate logic. That separate logic is called as which one? No, business logic. Right after this one. What is the meaning of business logic? This is the meaning of this business logic. What's next one is? To prepare this business logic, we need to use a set of technologies. Different types of technologies here we are going to use. What are the various types of technologies? Can you understand it here clearly? Maybe we can go for which one? Can you Java beans also we are able to use it. Business implementations. We are able to use EJB session beans, not entity beans. EJB session beans. That is for business logic. Next one is which one? Then after that, after completion of this EJB session beans care. Next one is which one? There after this Java beans and EJB session beans maybe. Next one is which one? Servlets we are able to use there. And so on and so on and so on. Number of technologies we are going to use to implement which one? No, business layer. Again, I'm asking question to you. Have I used any JDBC here? Have I used any Hibernate here? No, Hibernate and JDBC is not for which one? No, business implementation. And is not for which one? There no, presentation layer. Remaining only one layer. What is this layer? No, data layer or data storage and access layer or persistence layer. We are going to understand that layer also clearly. That's it. All of you observe this clearly. What exactly the point I'm telling? No, listen carefully. So next one is which one? Then after that, data layer. So one simple example, try to understand it. Okay, later on I will go for this example. First understand it. What is the main intention of the data layer or persistence layer? What exactly its main functionality? This persistence layer or data storage and access layer is able to get data from business layer. Is able to get data from business layer. Good. After that, it able to perform database operations on the basis of the data which we have taken from business layer. Whatever the data we have taken from business layer, on the basis of that, we are going to perform that all the database operations directly. Understand it clearly. Perform database operations on the basis of the data which you have taken from which one can know business layer directly. Right, sir. This is one point here. Next one, after completion of this, to perform or to prepare this data, might be persistence layer or data layer, we are going to use a separate logic. That logic will be which one can know? Persistence logic. That logic is called as which one? Persistence logic. Understand my point here? See, enterprise application is available, repository is available, database is available. Between that, we require a layer. This layer will simplify database operations. Enterprise applications require some database activities. The database activities must be performed by which one? This particular layer. Interacting with the database and performing database operations. Right, which operations it able to perform? I will give some terminology also for that. Next one is which one? Persistence logic. To prepare this presentation, that means to prepare this data layer, we need a separate logic. That logic is called as which one? Persistence logic. To prepare this persistence logic, we need to use a set of technologies. What are the various technologies here we are going to use there? JDBC we are going to use. And next one is which one can know? Hibernate here we are going to use. Our required point is coming here. Hibernate we are going to use there. Next one is JPA we are going to use. The next one is which one there? Open JPA here we are able to use. Top link we are going to use. IBATIS we are going to use. And so on. EJB entity beans we are going to use. EJB entity beans. EJB session beans is for the sake of which one? No, business layer. EJB entity beans is for the sake of which one? No, database layer. That means data layer directly. And so on. Many more technologies are available. Many more number of products are available to prepare this particular layer. Now, finally, now tell me, all of you, now tell me, finally, now tell me, what exactly the purpose of the Hibernate? In which enterprise application layer that Hibernate will be utilized? First of all, Hibernate will be used in which layer of the enterprise application? Data storage and access layer, data layer or persistence layer. What is its main intention actually? Its main intention is performing the database operations by getting the data from business layer. Which operations it has to perform there? Either might be creating the data, that means inserting the data, might be updating the data, or might be which one they're deleting the data, might be retrieving the data. Answer my point, Kiano. Retrieving the data or deleting the data, updating the data, this kind of operations here we are going to perform. Commonly, these database operations are called as CRUD operations. CRUD, CRUD operations. These operations are commonly called as which one? No, CRUD operations. Kiano. What is this CRUD operations actually? What is the meaning of this CRUD actually? What you are understanding about this CRUD operations? Kiano? First one is which one? They know create. What's the meaning of create, sir? What's the meaning of this create? No, insert. Don't think about it creating a table in the database. Creating data, not a table. Creating data in the sense insert operations there. No. Right, sir. Then what about the next one there? Now tell me no. Read or retrieve. Either we can use read or retrieve. Now tell me which SQL queries here we are going to use for this here. No. Select SQL queries here we are going to use there. Next one is what about this U actually? U stands for which one? They know update operation. Which SQL query here we are going to use? They know just simply update SQL query here we are able to use. Similarly, last one is which one? There now tell me no. And delete. D stands for delete here. So which SQL query here we are going to use? There no same delete SQL queries here we are going to use. So these are the CRUD operations here we are going to understand. It's okay, sir. Good. So insert, that means create, read, update, and delete. These are common database operations. These CRUD operations are very much common in every enterprise application. Their functionalities are also very same. Only names of the applications or maybe names of the modules are going to be changed. In every application, in every module, only these CRUD operations here we are going to perform. So these are very much common. Only maybe table names or classes names may be changed here, but their intention is very same. Inserting the data, updating the data, deleting the data, and read the data. That's it. These are only the operations here we are going to perform. We may use JDBC, or we may use JPA, or we may use Hibernate, we may use any other one. But final thing is which one? Performing these operations only. This is what exactly the meaning of which one? CRUD operations here we can identify. It's okay, sir. Good. Procedures also, stored procedures or functions, some number of topics are available. We can use that anyway. So this is overall that enterprise application layer. Okay, sir. Good. From this particular point, I want to deviate to which one? Data storage and access layer. I will not think about presentation layer. I will not think about which one? Business processing layer. Now I got my required information. What is my required information there? Data storage and access layer. From this particular onwards, I want to talk about which one? Data layer only. Why? Because my Hibernate is for only which layer? No, data layer. Hibernate is not for which one? There no presentation layer and business layer directly. Right, sir. We may ask some questions now. Which frameworks we are going to use for presentation layer? Which frameworks are used for business layer? And which frameworks are going to be utilized for data layer? If you are coming for this particular point, answer is very clear. For preparing presentation layer, which things here we are able to use there? We can use struts, we can use JSF. Now, next one, we can use Spring Web Module. Inside the Spring Web Module is also for which one? No, presentation part only. Answer my point here. Next one, to prepare business layer, which frameworks here we are going to use? We are not going to use Struts framework. We are not going to use JSF framework, but we are going to use Spring framework. In a Spring framework, AOP module we can use that. Next one is which one? Then apart from that, JEA module is available. Enterprise module, that means remoting module is available. And like this, different modules are available that we are able to use. Spring framework we can use perfectly for this particular one. EJB session beans anyway. If you want to integrate Spring with EJBs, that is possible. We can use like this. Good, sir. Next one. To prepare this data layer, which layer here we are going to use there, no? Which things here we are going to use, no? Anyway, best one is which one? Frameworks point, that means tools point of view we can identify. Hibernate we are able to use. JPI is also we are able to use. Of course, JPI is Warm technology, we can use that. Next one is Spring Framework here we are able to use. In a Spring Framework, which modules are available? Spring JDBC module is existed. Next one is which one? Then apart from that, you know, Spring ORM module is available. Spring ORM module, that is Hibernate, Spring with Hibernate. Spring with Hibernate, this integration part is very good in outside, very much famous. So that is ORM module is available. Next one is which one? Spring with the data is available. And another one is which one? Spring with the data JPI is available. Understand my point here? Inside the Spring, these many modules are available to prepare this one. Not only that, different modules. Maybe transaction module is also for the sake of which one? No, this particular come under this data layer only. Transaction module is available. Then apart from that, OXM module is available. XML mapping point of view. Like this, n number of technologies and n number of frameworks are available there to prepare which one? No, this particular data storage and access layer directly. That's it. Good. This is totally enterprise application architecture we can understand. Leave this particular point here. Now come for the next title, sir. After understanding enterprise application, after understanding enterprise and enterprise applications, just we want to go for which one? What exactly the meaning of data persistency? Persistence layer we are understanding. The main intention of the persistence layer is to achieve 100% data persistency in our enterprise applications. Data storage and access layer is available. What is the purpose of data storage and access layer? No, to achieve 100% data persistency in our enterprise applications, we are going to use which one? No, this data storage and access layer. Okay, we will think about 100% persistency later on. But first of all, what is persistency? What is data persistency? What exactly the meaning of data persistency? That point also be here we have to understand. All of you listen carefully. Definition is very simple. Representing data in repositories or backend systems permanently. The word permanently is important. Representing data in backend systems permanently is called as data persistency. Representing data permanently in backend systems is called as which one? Data persistency. The word permanent is representing persistency. What is the meaning of this one? I want to insert data permanently in my database. I want to retrieve data from databases permanently. I want to perform updations on my database permanently. I want to delete the data from databases permanently. That's my point. So representing data in my databases permanently, that is called as which one? Data persistency. This is a simple definition. So representing data permanently in databases in backend systems is called as which one? They know data persistency. Good, sir. In a data persistency, we are going to use some operations there. No, which operations can we are able to use there? CRUD operations we are going to perform. What is the meaning of this CRUD operations? No, creating data, updating data, reading the data, deleting the data. All these are which one can? No, CRUD operations can we are going to perform. These CRUD operations are called as which one can? No, persistence operations. These CRUD operations are called as which one? Persistence operations. Data persistence is nothing but maintaining data permanently. CRUD operations are called as which one? They know persistence operations. Performing operations to achieve this data persistency. Performing some database operations to achieve data persistency. That is called as which one? They know persistence operations. Good. To achieve this data persistency, we are using a set of technologies. To achieve data persistency, we are using a set of technologies. The set of technologies are called as which one? They know persistence technologies. To achieve data persistency, we are going to use a set of technologies. The set of technologies are called as which one? No, persistence technologies. Understand this terminology. What is data persistency? Now tell me no. Representing data in backend systems permanently is called as which one? Data persistency. What are the various data persistence operations there? No. Data persistence operations are which one? Can now tell me no. Right, sir. Data persistence operations are CRUD operations: create, read, update, and delete. Next one. What about these persistence technologies? There no. The technologies which you have used to perform these data persistence operations, the technologies are called as which one? No, persistence technologies. Clearly. Good, sir. Now, before that, tell me the difference between back-end system and front-end system. What is back-end? I used some terminology like back-end. What is back-end and what is front-end? Can you know? This back-end and front-end concept is depends on the context, sir. For Java developers, what is back-end and what is front-end? No, your Oracle is a back-end technology, repository, database, back-end technology. That is, but the Java program which can be used to store data in the database, the Java program is called as which one? Front-end. Up to Java developer, Java program is front-end, and Oracle is which one? Back-end. In this way, we can understand it here. But this terminology might be changed depending on the context. What is the context if we go there? If we go for might be UI technology people, Angular JS people are might be then jQuery people are might be if you go there. In their point of view, what is front end and what is back end? No, Java program is back end, and their presentation body is which one? Front end. I get my point or not? Okay. If we go for mobile application developers, mobile app developers, if we go there, then they are going to use some browser for mobile browser. They are going to use. They are preparing some other UI part there. Mobile applications maximum leading with which one? No, that UI development only. There also UI development is available. That is front end for them. Then desktop supporters are available for them. They are which one? They know back end systems. Maybe Java code. Java people are which one? They know back end developers there for them. So depending on the context, this front-end developers and back-end developers are going to be changed. So in the context of Java developers, what is front-end and what is back-end? No, our Java program is acting as which one? Front-end, and our which one can know? We can understand database is acting as which one? There back-end can. We can understand clearly like this. Leave this particular point now. Right, sir. Good. Now coming for the persistence technologies. To achieve data persistency, we are able to use a set of technologies. What are the various set of technologies here we are going to use to achieve this data persistency? That's we want to give that clarity. What are the various technologies here we are going to use there regarding this data persistency with respect to the Java? First one, we are going to use which one there? Serialization and deserialization. Everybody, answer my point here. What is this first one here? No, serialization and deserialization. And second one is which one? JDBC. And third one is which one? Recognize clearly ORM technologies, ORM tools. Like this here we are using. Three types of technologies we are using here. Three types of things we are using with respect to the Java to achieve data persistency. Very base level data persistency mechanism is which one? No, serialization and deserialization. Second one is which one? They know JDBC. Third one is which one? No, ORM tools. Inside these ORM tools, what are the various things are available? Very first one I want to take it as which one? They know Hibernate. And second one I want to take, and before that, one thing. First one is which one here? EJBs, entity beans I am going to take. Second one is which one? They know Hibernate I am going to take. And the third one is which one here? JP I am going to take. And the fourth one is which one? IBATIS we want to take. Like this, number of things are available. More and more number of things are existed. What are the various data persistency technologies here? Serialization and deserialization, JDBC, ORM tools. Under these ORM tools, what are the various things are existed? EJB's entity beans are available, Hibernate is existed, JPI is available, IBATIS is existed, and so on. Many more things are existed. We can understand clearly. Right, sir. All of you up to this one. So from this overall scenario, we have some questions. We are having some interview questions there. These are the persistence technologies there. So here what exactly my questions now? Already we have serialization and deserialization data persistency mechanism. Already we have serialization and deserialization data persistency mechanism is available. So what is the requirement to go for JDBC? This is one question. We have to answer it. Second one, already we are having JDBC. Then what is the requirement to go for ORM tools? So I'll discuss drawbacks with JDBC. Next one, I will take a separate heading. What is the requirement to go for ORM? Object relational mapping. What is its requirement? What are the problems with existed thing? What is the need of using which one? ORM. That introduction part is very, very important. If you understand clearly ORM introduction part, it's very simple to understand about Hibernate. ORM intention is nothing but Hibernate intention. Hibernate is one type of ORM. If you understand the requirement of ORM, easily we can understand which one no requirement of the Hibernate kernel. Not more than that. So we need to understand which one kernel. What is the requirement to go for ORM technology, ORM tools there. Where I'm going to give some problems. In general, with object-oriented data model, relational data model, some problems are available. I need to highlight the problems. I need to provide solutions for that problems also. To highlight these problems and to provide solutions for these problems, we need to go for which one? ORM technologies. I'll discuss with you what exactly the requirement of it. In ORM technologies, again, I have a question. Already we are having EJB entity beans to perform this, to achieve this persistency. Already we have EJB entity beans. Then what is the requirement to go for Hibernate? What is the need to come for which one? Hibernate. This question can be. Next one is which one? Already we are having Hibernate. Then what is the requirement to come for JPA? What exactly the differences between Hibernate and JPA? Up to these two levels here we are going to understand. Hibernate I will not go this immediately. But anyway, I'll discuss at least basic programming and Hibernate at the end of the Hibernate. No, but not immediately. I'll not go for any comparison between Hibernate and Hibernate. Not required. No, just immediately I will go for this kind of comparisons. So what are the various comparisons here I'm going to provide now? First one is already we have serialization and deserialization. What is the requirement to go for JDBC? Next one, already we are having JDBC. What is the requirement to go for ORM tools? In ORM tools, already we have EJB entity beans. What is the requirement to come for Hibernate? Already we have Hibernate, then what is the requirement to go for JPA? These many concepts can we have to understand. If you understand all these points, finally we will get some clarity about which one Hibernate. Why we need to go for Hibernate in the sense, these many questions here we are going to be covered. All of you are getting it or not? That's right. This is a clear-cut awareness about which one, persistence technology and all these concepts. Right, sir. Now, just one time, just let us have some review about all the concepts what I discussed in today's session. Understand it clearly. First of all, I started with which one, enterprise. What is an enterprise actually? It's a business organization or a group of organizations running under single label. It's called as which one? An enterprise. What is an enterprise application? Now tell me. It's a software application. It can be used to simplify enterprises business processing. Good, sir. To prepare enterprise applications, we need to prepare some layers. Which layers here we need to prepare there? 3 layers here we have to prepare. What are the 3 layers here we need to prepare? First one is presentation layer. Second one is business processing layer. Third one is which one? No, data storage and access layer. Good. What is the requirement of this presentation layer? What we understood about this presentation layer here? So presentation layer will provide starting point to the application development. That means it will provide starting point for the users to interact with our applications. And presentation layer will improve look and feel for our applications. And presentation layer will provide very good environment to get data from users in order to submit the data to the enterprise applications. And presentation layer will provide very good environment to perform client-side data validations. And presentation layer will provide very good environment to send different types of requests from client to the server. To prepare this presentation layer, we will use a separate logic. That logic is called as which one? Presentation logic. To prepare this presentation logic, here we are going to use a set of technologies like AWT, Swing, HTML, JSP, FreeMarker, Velocity, and so on and so on and so on. Number of technologies there. As coming for the business processing layer, What is the main intention of this business processing layer here? To define business rules and regulations in our enterprise applications, we need to go for which one there? No, business processing layer. To define business rules and regulations which are required by the client exactly. Client requirement exactly is implemented under business processing layer. So to prepare this business processing layer, we will use a separate logic that is called as which one? Business logic. Next one is which one? To prepare this business logic, we need to use a set of technologies like Java Beans, EJBs, servlets, and so on and so on like this. Next one, last one, data layer or data storage and access layer or persistence layer. The main intention of this data storage and access layer is to get data from business layer and to perform the database operations with our databases directly. What are the various database operations here we are able to perform there? Maybe CRUD operations here we are going to perform. Next one, to achieve data persistency in our enterprise applications, we need to use which one? Data storage and access layer. Next one, to prepare this data storage and access layer, we will use a separate logic. That logic is called as which one? Persistence logic. To prepare this persistence logic, here we need to use a set of technologies. That set of technologies are called as which one? No, JDBC, Hibernate, JPA, OpenJPA, and so on and so on and so on. Then after that, after completion of which, we have taken which one here directly? Persistency, data persistency. Points here we understood now. What exactly the meaning of data persistency? What is the meaning of this data persistency here? Representing data permanently in our backend systems. That is called as which one? Data persistency. To achieve this data persistency, we need to perform some database operations. The database operations are called as CRUD operations. The CRUD operations are also be called as which one? Persistence operations. Persistence operations there. To perform these persistence operations, we are going to use a set of technologies. The set of technologies are called as which one? No, persistence technologies there. What are the various Java related persistence technologies are available to prepare this data persistency? Number of persistence technologies are existed. What are the various persistence technologies are available? First one is serialization and deserialization. Second one is JDBC. Third one is which one? ORM tools. Under this ORM tools again, number of things are available. ECBs, entity beans are existed. Hibernate is available. JPA is existed, and IPATIS is available. From this, we are going to understand what are the problems with the serialization and deserialization, and what are the advantages of JDBC. What are the drawbacks with the JDBC, and what is the advantage of which one? No, ORM tools. Like this case, we are able to have a sequence of content clearly. So finally, our target is which one? Introducing Hibernate. This is our final target. If you want to introduce this Hibernate, we need to talk about all these points. Then only we are able to understand perfectly this Hibernate content. Once if I introduce this Hibernate from this particular point, we'll talk about which one know Hibernate completely. Know. How to prepare first application in Hibernate, what are the various components we require, what exactly this Hibernate architecture, what are the features of this Hibernate, then after that Hibernate application development we are going to start. That's why this is the total awareness I have given here. Right, sir. I want to stop this session here today, a bit of failure mode. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will not go for classes here, just demo classes here we are conducting, demonstration. So these two classes here we have taken for demo. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, first weekend, I am not going to take these classes there. On Monday onwards, once again I will start our classes there. Monday onwards, directly I will go for which one? Serialization and deserialization, persistency mechanism, and what are the drawbacks with this persistency mechanism. This kind of concepts we are going to understand. So technically, our first session we are going to start on Monday regarding this data persistence and all these points. Right? That's all for today. On Monday we will meet once again. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Right, guys, and those are attending in online. And on Monday we'll meet once again there. On Monday we will check the remaining parts. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Which one? RMI? No. Which one? I think so. That video is available in YouTube. Chatting application, networking, not RMI. Ah, it's available already net in the internet. YouTube, direct networking, socket program. Check it. No, no, no. Similar to Hibernate. Similar to Hibernate, but JPA is a JTV technology, but it is ORM tool. That is a reference actually for all ORM tools implementation. JPA is a reference. From JPA only Hibernate is also become. Yeah, differences point of view. I'll discuss. Not, no, 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 not it. Right, sir. And tomorrow, I think so. No workshops are available. Normal classes are available. For core Java classes, I'm taking it morning time tomorrow. That's it. Yeah, Marvin class is going to be conducted sir. Tomorrow at spring class. I will take it. At spring, I will go for this class there, Marvin. No problem. So tomorrow, on day of tomorrow, we don't have any sessions. Sir. You can identify this. And directly on Monday, we'll take the class now. Thank you, thank you. Right, sir. Tomorrow, Marvin session is available, sir. You can attend for it. And it is a private link only, not in any other link. Yes, sir. And I'll provide material also there, but I need to set it that material. It may take some time there. Within 1 or 2 days, something I'll provide that material also. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Servlet sending. No? Uh-huh. Servlet sending it is not available, and JDBC is going on. In the middle of the JDBC, we are not. Morning 7 o'clock, and maybe servlets I may start after 15 days of time. I'll start servlets. When spring classes last batch, no? This year. The 6 o'clock spring batch. Which one? Spring classes, no? Let me start new batch there. This batch is already almost all core module is completed. What is completed? The Marvin I'm teaching now. Tool there. Let me start another spring batch. There we will think about it. I will, you know. Anyway, you are existing student only, right? Just talk with Najis sir. He'll give some reduction over the payment. Najis sir is there, no? Just we can talk with. He'll give the max rate. Right, yes, and any information there regarding it? New hibernate batch. Sir, this is totally new hibernate batch only, not any other one. Right. Morning session, okay, sir. And I'll give some information to you when I'm going to start this morning session, sir. So, do you have sessions tomorrow morning? Yes, definitely. Tomorrow morning sessions are available. Only tomorrow is available. On Sunday, I may not go for that advanced Java class there. And morning session is available tomorrow. Yes, yes. Right, guys. Anything else?